What's up, guys? It's Jordy or Jordan here, bringing you guys a brand new commentary. And I'm sorry about the lack of uploads lately. I had this video ready, or like the gameplay ready, and I just haven't actually but just had the time actually to make a commentary. I've been actually pretty busy, surprisingly, lately. I've had a lot of homework over this weekend, and so finally on this beautiful Sunday night, I'm finally getting the time to get this done. And I know what I'm going to talk about now. That's another thing. I was having a little bit of trouble with topics, but I've thought of a few over a couple days, so expect some good videos coming in the future. So today I want to talk to you guys about what do you think. And this is a weird kind of thing I was thinking about, and I'm gonna start like this. How I think of my videos is I just think of stuff that like pop into my mind. Like if sometimes during a video I think about, well, I was thinking about, if I say like I was thinking about this thing in school or like wherever I was doing. If I was thinking about it, then most likely I'll talk about it in a video if it's interesting, because obviously some things you think about are just stupid. But other than that, so I was thinking about like people's ideas and what people think about certain things. And another thing is like theories, like maybe how things started. And for an example is like, this is like a most widely known one, but there's a lot of other finer ones that I could get in a lot of detail with. But this is about like how the world started and stuff. People think of it many different ways, and that just goes to show that's just one example of like kind of disputes, I guess, that people aren't sure on and probably will never be sure on about that. And there's also a lot more simpler things, such as like when people like think about things or have their own opinion on things from certain, and you may think it's stupid. Like people, for instance, they think that the world, like there's this thing, I actually was like looking it up online because it's pretty interesting. There's this belief called last Thursdayism, and the belief actually follows. I suggest you guys go look this up because it's actually really weird. But the belief follows the belief that the whole life, it started. Well, it's last Thursday, but it started like however many days you think ago. Like say today's Sunday. Say some people may believe that the world just started Friday, but all the memories that you have right now of like when you were little and before that past Friday are just like planted in your head. And I think this is pretty ridiculous. I mean, that's just my opinion. For all we know, it could be true because the memories are planted in our head. Maybe they're planted in our head for us to not believe that no matter what. And sometimes you just have to think about different perspectives of things, because this world is so weird. Like you never know what to expect, and you can't really judge anything, because really, and this is like a saying that people always say, and sometimes you don't think, like you take it in logic and just go like, you can't vertically climb like a skyscraper or something, but anything is possible. Like anything could happen. You don't know. Like, just because you think, or like it's scientifically proved, the scientifically proven facts could be wrong. You never know. And anything could really be correct. It's just a matter of who thinks what. And I actually really enjoy talking about this kind of stuff because it intrigues me to the point where, like, there's just so many different outcomes that could happen with everything. So you could take a sandwich, for example, and just say how the sandwich was made. Like, so many people probably have different beliefs, like they put the lettuce on first, then they add the mustard, then they add the cheese, then they add the relish. No, fuck that. They add the cheese, the relish, then the ham, then the mustard. Like, it doesn't really matter. You pretty much, like, whatever you believe is what you could think, and nobody's really right. Everyone has the right to think what they want. And unless it's like a blatant statement like bread is made out of wheat, obviously that's fucking, unless it's like a weird ass non-wheat bread. But you would like have to think that. But like things you could get a lot more creative with, and that's the kind of stuff that intrigues me. Like if people believe in ghosts, or if they believe in zombies, or if they believe in aliens. And I sit there and think about if there's ghosts or zombies, because there's so many things caught on tape and whatnot that it's just hard to believe, and you don't know if they're fake or real. But like really, if you take that into consideration, I mean, a lot of them are proven to be hoaxes. But what about the ones that weren't? What about like all the ghost shows that are on TV? If like ghosts were 100% fake, then they wouldn't even be on TV. I never personally had experiences with them, but I could say that ghosts are 100% real, because that's just my belief. I could say that I believe in aliens also. And fun fact, my dad actually caught a UFO on tape the year I was born, and I watched the video a few times. Like, I don't even know, but yeah, I guess I just wanted to throw that in there. If I could, wait, no, never mind. But that's the best thing about it. People just have the authority to believe in whatever they want, and you could take that with how the world started, and to mythical creatures. You know that show Lost Tapes or whatever? Like, that's obviously fake if you've ever watched that. That's just fucking ridiculous, that show. But like, even if nothing's caught on tape, what about that mermaids documentary on Animal Planet or whatever? I believe in mermaids because what, like 20% of our ocean has been, or has like, is only been discovered. Like, that means there's another 80%. If I was right, don't like quote me on that, but if there's really only 20% of our ocean discovered or something around that, that means that there's roughly 80% of our ocean that hasn't even been looked at yet. What else could be hiding under that 80%? That's like, I'm not good at math, but I'm not gonna do like the percentage and shit, even though it's easy and you guys are probably laughing at me. But it just like goes to show that like this world is so big, and like you don't know what's happening right now. And I always just like, I'm a gazer when I'm in the car. I just will look out the window for like 10 minutes and just not talk, or not even 10 minutes, for like, if we're going on like a 4-hour ride, I'll sit and look out the window for like 3 out of 4 hours and not talk at all. But that's just how like I am. Not a lot of people are. And I'm like I don't sleep at night. I have like some sleeping problems, but I'm pretty sure that behind it is because I talk a lot, or not talk a lot. I do talk a lot, but I think a lot, and I have a really active mind. I think about the weirdest stuff, and I probably will make that's sometimes how I get some of my video ideas. I never really made a video like this, but I plan to in the future. Like, I have a gameplay ready, that way when I first wake up, I could just tell you guys some thoughts that I had when because I have a notes pad on my phone, and I write down things that like come in my head, and I always just like think, will this be a good idea to talk to for a video? This was one of those things. I was laying down and I was watching, I think, Vsauce, and he was talking about like something, and I was thinking like people have a lot of different beliefs or theories or whatever on like everything. So because he was doing, I think, like how the world started or something like that. And so I was thinking a lot of people think about that, and a lot of people think about things similar to that. And yeah, well guys, I guess I'm gonna have to wrap this up. Hopefully that made sense to you, because I know it's a little bit of a weird topic, but it's really intriguing. Go look up Last Thursdayism, I think that's called. I'm not looking at it right now. But it's been Jordy or Jordan, and I also wanted to bring you guys a very important message. And you guys might not think it's that important, but go follow me on Twitter if you're watching this. Please go follow me on Twitter. My link is always in the description of every single video, and I'm kind of creaking up on 300 followers, and that'd be amazing. And please be active too if you do decide to go follow me. And another thing is, I know I say this quite often in my videos, but I really want to start streaming. I just need to get an overlay and a probably better camera, and leave in the comments if you guys would watch me if I would stream, because streaming is actually really fun and a lot easier, because you just like throw some music over, you could play with friends. I don't have to really talk like this. I could kind of just do what I do, and you guys could kind of see the inside life of Jordy. So comment if you would watch, and that'd be interesting to you. And I'm probably just gonna leave the rest of this gameplay running because there's not too much left, but we absolutely fuck shit up in this game. And yeah, see ya.
I know